Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost. This is Global War 85, Operation Skyhawk, NATO 10.2. Alright, first up, tech. NATO now has 5 major army bases. We're going to do PGM, Seed, Advanced ASF, and they're putting 2 dice. Oh, I got that wrong. So let's change this. He becomes 8. We're putting 2 dice on Seed, and then we'll just have 1 regular dice on Top Jet. All right, well, there's Advanced ASF. But yeah, they missed everything else. So Advanced ASF is it, and NATO goes to stage 2. Okay, no global operations, nothing to request release for, so right into purchase. Okay, they're spending 4 battle stars and 4 IPP for a minor army base upgrade. Then it's going to be, what is that, 9 for 2 field artillery and an A10. Then we're going to do 18 2 times, once for a pair of next-gen MBTs and 2 self-propelled artillery, the other for 2 more next-gen MBTs and 2 MBTs, and the final 4 we're spending on a mech. And then they've got 5 cruise missiles and 3 anti-ship missiles. The only combat movement we're going to have, the only combat movement we're going to have is going to be a massive surgical strike into East Germany. So what we're going to do here is Rhineland is shooting a cruise missile, 1, 2, excuse me. The strategic bomber flies over here to Benelux, and he shoots 2 cruise missiles, 1, 2 for 3. And then the SSN and the destroyer here in A10 shoot 1 each, 1, 2 for a total of 5. 5 cruise missiles. We're having spy satellite support for this attack, so those will be land target select. And then we're going to send the 3 fighters from Rhineland, the 2 fighters from Benelux, or from northern Germany, and the lone fighter with the fleet in A6. He goes 1, 2, 3, and then he can go 4 or 5 to get back. Those 6 fighters are all going as escorts. The F-117 and the 2 attack bombers from Picardy fly 1, 2, 3 to get in there, and they are going to drop battlefield nukes as part of the surgical strike. Then we have 1 A-10 in Rhineland and 3 more in Benelux. They're all going in on the surgical strike, and it's a new special ability I have not used yet because I keep forgetting about it, which is Apache attack helicopters. There's an attack chopper here in northern Germany that is also going in with its new surgical strike capability. So that's going to be 5 cruise missiles, a stealth, 2 attack bombers, 4 A-10s, and an attack chopper going in surgical strike with 6 fighters in escort. And Warsaw Pact and the Soviets. Wait a minute. Those are in Bavaria. They can't go. These can. Yeah, Warsaw Pact has decided. No, actually, they border. They can go. Okay, so Warsaw Pact is going to scramble its 4 fighters from East Germany. The Soviets, to support their ally, are... Wait, no, they can't do that. That's not a... That's not a joint air base. And it's Warsaw Pact possessed. So the Soviets can't use it for anything but airlift. So that becomes the question, then, do they want to scramble 4 fighters against 6? Yes, they're going to. Warsaw Pact is going to scramble its 4 fighters from East Germany. Like I said, down here in Bavaria, the Soviet fighters can't scramble because they don't possess the air base and it's not a joint air base. Okay, so that's what it's going to be. So, and there's no SAM there. There's no SPAGs there, so there's no missile defense, no air defense from the ground. So let's come over here to the auxiliary tray. So the first thing is we're going to have interception combat. That happens before anything else. So we have 6 NATO fighters. All miss. And now there are 4 Warsaw Pact fighters. And look at that. They get 2 interception hits with a 2 and a 3. So NATO doesn't like it very much, but they're going to have to lose 2 of their fighters. So they're going to kill the Navy fighter from the fleet and one fighter that had been based at Rhineland. Okay, that'll be 2 air battle stars for Warsaw Pact when I get back around to that side. Okay, so now we're going to have 5 cruise missiles fly in. Everything missed. That is pathetic. 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 Ick. Let's get some new dice here. So now we have 4 A-10s. Okay, there are 2 hits. That was a 5. 2 hits, and every A-10 hit is a reactive armor hit. So they can kill 2 next-gen MBTs. And they have done so. 2 next-gen MBTs kaput. Okay, now we've got an attack chopper. There is another, on a surgical strike, any roll of 1 is target select. Well, it would be for them anyway, and a roll of 1 in target select can kill next gen MBT. So we kill a third Warsaw Pact next gen MBT from East Germany. Now we have, better keep that die in there, he's lucky. We have 2 attack bombers with battlefield nukes. Okay, there's 3 more hits. Now these are not target select. Those are 3 general hits. And now we have the stealth. And there are 2 more hits. Takes this up to 5. Now that was a pretty productive surgical strike. Okay, between Warsaw Pact and the Soviets, they have to take 5 more casualties. So they're going to kill the Soviet field artillery is 1. The 2 Warsaw Pact field artilleries, that's 3. They will kill the Soviet self-propelled is 4. And no. Put the Soviet self-propelled back and kill 2 Soviet early gen MBTs. That's 4 and 5 for all the hits. Yeah, I would say trading a fighter for 8 enemy ground units was a good deal. That's a bargain they can make any day of the week. Cost effective. Okay, put those casualties down. Get Warsaw Pact gets its 2 air battle stars. NATO gets 2 air battle stars for the damage they did. Alright, now non-combat movement. The air from the surgical strike is all going back to where it came from. So the fighters, A-10s, attack by everybody. Strategic bomber goes back to Paris. I was going to move the fleet over here to recover the fighter, but since it was shot down, that's not necessary anymore. I think that's it. There's not going to be any other non-combat movement. No, there's not. So now we get to place in some units. Okay, so that stuff goes there. The rest of this stuff goes up here. Okay, placing units. Put a mech in Lazio. And we're going to come over here. Yeah, we're coming over here and we're putting 2 next-gen MBTs. And 2 MBTs into Rhineland. And then, yeah, these are oh yeah, I looked at the wrong stuff. I'm building the same stuff. I was looking at I was looking at Northern Germany's card instead of the Benelux zone, so I need sculpts for these others. Because there's now a major army base, of course, at Benelux. So 2 next-gen MBTs and 2 self-propelled artillery go into there. Okay, so that's that there. Collecting money. Warsaw Pact didn't gain or lose anything, so they're at 53 once again. $53. 2 battle stars in the bank. Here's their missile production. And that's that. Ozark Outpost. Over and out.